my wife I'm spending $80, and she goes, on what? I'm like, games. She goes, okay, sure. So 20, 40, 60, 80. There you go. And man, I appreciate it.
No
Thanks a lot.
I'm glad to go on the
And just get in contact with me. I will be out and about most of the day tomorrow morning. So I'm usually free most of the weekend. Sometimes I do have to work a few hours.
Well, I got a plumber coming by in the morning, so
I have a plumber coming by the weekend too. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Okay, YouTube, so I just paid $80 for all of this, and I just want to show you a few games, and I'll get the rest back to the house. That's the guy I bought them from right there, that large guy. So, yeah, I paid $80 for all of this. So, anyways, I'll show y'all what I got in a little bit later. Alright, YouTube, just leaving that Craigslist deal. Met up with the guy in that white F-150 at the Dollar General. And you saw a little bit of what I got. I paid $80 for the entire lot. And on my way back to my house, do a little bit of yard work, clean up these games, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Peace. Alright, YouTube, so that Jeep Cherokee right over there, I met up with him to do a Craigslist deal, and I don't want to see him right there. And just going to show you real quick a few things that I got. I got an N64, and sorry about the lack of light, but an N64, some Super Nintendo games, some Nintendo games, and some N64 games. But that was my, hey, look at that. That was my main reason. I'll carefully try to get that sticker off. That was my main reason to get in this lot, because I've been, and that's my son. That was my main reason to get in this lot, and of course, you know, RPG, both Zeldas for the N64, so I paid $70 for this. So, so far, really great night so far for Craigslist deals. I will show you everything when I get back to the house. Peace. Good morning, YouTube. It is just a little after 7. I'm leaving the hoarder's house. He had a sale today. I don't know if he advertised it or not, but I went ahead and went over to his place because I talked to him. He said he had a few newer games, nothing really old. So I went to go check it out. But what I did end up picking up is just a Pokemon pinball with the battery cover. And I think it's actually got the original Panasonic battery in there with no corrosion. So I don't know if that works or not. I didn't bring my Game Boy with me. And then I have this Game Boy Advance case that holds 3 Game Boy Advance games, and I got Pokemon Emerald from them as well. And those 3 things I paid $3 total. So on my way to the flea market now. Hopefully I didn't miss any great deals, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Peace. So I just got to the flea market, and I decided to take the lazy way out, and instead of parking where I normally park and walking all the way on the other side to the guy I usually go to first under the white tent, I decided just to drive right to his booth. And I got this from him. This is a really bad road. Paid $40 for everything in the bag. First thing is a Game Boy Advance SP. It's in a little rough condition, but it did come with the charger, and it's the AGS 101, so it's the backlit screen, as well as, oh, this guy is like not really looking where he's going, as well as I got Mega Man 64 for $5, and Majora's Mask holographic version for $10. So let me go ahead and get parked, check out these guys out here in the field, and I will see you all in a little bit. Alright, so I didn't find anything else at the flea market. I did drop off a couple games to get fixed, a battery change, and a resurface. But I did stop at the Money Man Pawn and picked up a complete copy of Punch-Out on the Wii for $5. So if I find anything else, I'll be sure to show you. See you in a little bit. Hey YouTube, so bear with me through this video. It might run a little bit long, and instead of separating this past weekend with Craigslist, yard sales, flea market, you know, stuff like that, I'm just going to combine it all in this video just to make it, you know, quicker. So I'm going to try to do this in order of what I received them in, except for the first one. The first one, in my opinion, is the best one, so I'm just going to save that for last. So today is Monday. I'm recording this, and I should be uploading it today. So just so you get a time frame of when I got all of this stuff. So the stuff that I got Friday evening, I'm going to skip and save for last. But I also got another lot on Friday as well, and I'm going to show you what I got. So these first Nintendo games he just threw in there. I paid $70 for this entire lot. And a side pocket, Jeopardy Jr. and Tiger Heli. I didn't know I was getting those, so those were just a little bit of an added bonus. I got a Super Nintendo console, came with the cords and the controller. I've already cleaned all of this, tested all of it, so everything works good except for this N64 controller. The joystick is a little loose. It does work, but it's a headache sometimes. Also got an N64 with an expansion pack. No lid for this little expansion pack, but came with the cords and that controller as well. So moving on to some of the Super Nintendo games, I got Mario Paint with the mouse, Championship Pool, and Ultraman. Moving on to some of the better Super Nintendo games, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country. The battery did not save in this, but I've already got it switched out. Super Mario Kart, Kirby's Dream Course, Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, and Super Metroid. So out of the games so far, the only two that I'm keeping is Kirby's Dream Course and Super Metroid for my collection. The rest of these are up for sale or trade. Continuing on with this lot, the N64 games that came with the console, GoldenEye 007, Yoshi's Story, Donkey Kong 64, the back label's a little messed up there, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and that saves, and Majora's Mask, and that saves as well. And as you can tell, this is not the holographic version. This is just the plain label. That's the second one I got. This might be up for trade. I might be keeping this, I'm not sure. The rest of them are up for trade or sale. So that was the first lot, and I paid $70 for that. Moving on, I went to the flea market, and this was the stuff that I picked up at the flea market this weekend. I got a SP. The top is a little jacked, but it is the 101. So the back, it's a backlit screen. And that came with the charger. Also got Mega Man 64. This is going in my collection. And Majora's Mask, and this is the holographic version. And got all of that for 40 bucks at the flea market. Forgot to grab something. that. Alright, and also at the flea market, I picked up a complete copy of Mario Kart Double Dash. The guy wanted 15. I was able to talk him down to 12. So got that for 12 bucks. At a yard sale, that was Friday night with the N64 and Super Nintendo. The Game Boy and the 2 N64 games. This is Saturday morning, obviously at the flea market. Mario Kart Double Dash was also at the flea market Saturday. And at a yard sale, I picked up Pokemon Pinball, a GBA game case, and Pokemon Emerald. $3 for all of this. And then after I finished up yard sales and the flea market, I went to a couple of pawn shops, and their Xbox PS2 games were 2 for $1. So I ended up picking up these 2 games. This is a Metal Slug 4 and Metal Slug 5 on the Xbox, and Kingdom Hearts on the PS2. $1 for those. And the last pawn shop I hit up, I got Punch Out for the Wii complete for $5. Okay, so that was my weekend. I'm going to rewind all the way before I picked all that up, and I'm going to show you the huge lot, probably my biggest pickup of the year. It is crazy. I didn't really realize what I had until I actually got home. I knew there was some good stuff, but let's get on into it. The guy said he was responding to my Craigslist ad, said, hey, I have some Sega CD games, some Sega Genesis, some Nintendo games. I'm like, okay, do you have any pictures? He goes, well, let's just meet up and you can see what I got. And I'm like, sometimes I don't like doing that, because if I'm blindsided by like a ton of stuff, or stuff that I'm not aware of the value, it's a little hard for me to price it out. But it still worked out in my favor. So starting with the NES games, got Battleship, and just to let you know, from here on out, I paid $80 for the rest of this. So that was 70 plus 12, that's 82 plus 40, that's 122, 23, 28, 29, 30, 31. So everything else before this was $131, and the rest of this is $80. So that's $211 for all of this. Really not bad. I think my math is right on that. So Battleship for the NES, Turbo Racing, Mario Duck Hunt, Shadowgate, Ultima Exodus, a really beat up copy of The Adventures of Link. It's like taped shut because the screws in the back are gone, but it actually works. Dragon Warrior, Legacy of the Wizard, what is this? Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2, with Fabio on there. Hey, can't believe it's not butter. Castle Quest, Caveman Games, Trojan, Deadly Towers, Wheel of Fortune, and Gyrus. One of those. And out of those NES games, the only ones that I'm keeping are Shadowgate and Ultima Exodus. The rest I am selling or trading. The Super Nintendo games, I got Draken. I believe that's how you say it. Ultima the False Prophet, which I'm keeping. And Shadowrun, which I already have one, so this is up for sale or trade as well. Moving on to the Genesis. It might mix between Genesis, 32X, stuff like that. But for the most part, A complete copy of Monopoly on the Genesis. Complete copy of Jeopardy! Deluxe Edition. Complete copy of Miss Pac-Man. Complete copy of Clue for the Genesis. I might actually keep this one. Complete copy of Family Feud, just because I remember playing this a lot when I was a kid. A complete copy of Mortal Kombat 3. And some loose carts. We got, of course, Sonic 2, Lethal Enforcer, some other loose carts. We got Sonic 3, Exile, alright. Okay, and get rid of the rest of these so-so games. Command and Conquer for the Sega Saturn, just disc only there. And just bear with me because I have them sorted out, but I'm trying to get the crappier games out of the way first. But for the most part, the rest of these are actually pretty decent games. So I'm going to finish up the 32X and the Genesis games. Complete copy of Doom for the 32X. A complete copy of BC Racers for the 32X. And I believe this is complete. Yes, a complete copy of Phantasy Star 3 for the Genesis. Complete copy, I believe it's complete. I know one of these isn't complete. Shining Force for the Genesis. Yep, this is complete as well. Complete copy of Shadowrun for the Genesis. This has got like everything in there. But all the don't play in the bathtub papers in there. And the cartridge is in really good shape. Alright, obviously this one's is not the complete one. It's got the manual and cartridge, but it doesn't have an outside sleeve. But it is Phantasy Star 4. The cartridge is in really good shape. I do gotta give this guy credit. Most of this stuff is in really great shape. And finishing up the 32X. Nope. A couple of loose ones here. Virtua Fighter and Blackthorn. And the last 32X game is a complete copy of Night Trap. This is a really cool box. Let me show you. It opens up kind of like a long box, but it's all cardboard, and it's 2 discs, and the discs are separated by jewel cases. So it's pretty cool. That closed. Alright, and let's just start off with these. I got 2 backup Sega CD RAM cartridges, and I didn't realize what these went for, but they're like 25 to 30 bucks online. I don't have a Sega CD or a Sega Saturn to test out most of these. I am supposed to be meeting up with that guy today to buy those systems, but I have no doubt that any of these games work or not, because they are in like mint flawless condition, not resurfaced, never played, or this guy was just really good with the condition of his games. So moving on, the cheaper Sega Saturn games that I got. This one is the Mansion of Hidden Souls, Blazing Dragons, And he goes, "This is an adult game," and I'm like, "Oh yeah," and he said like, Cheech was doing voice acting on here, I believe. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess so." This one, it has the back, but it doesn't have the manual. Clockwork Knight. Complete copy of Myst. Space Hulk. And then the Sega CD games, Dungeon 2, or Dungeon Master 2, Skull Keep. Ground Zero, Texas. Star Wars Rebel Assault. Rise of the Dragon. Software Toolworks Star Wars Chess. I think it's just Star Wars Chess, but it might be the whole thing. The art looks really cool though. This one's a little on the beat up side, but fortunately it's a cheaper game. I'm trying to get the case. Anyways, Wheel of Fortune. Lethal Enforcers 2, Gunfighters. Jurassic Park. Power Monger. I'm still trying to educate myself on these games because I'm not really huge on Sega, but with this pickup, I definitely am growing to like some of these games. Hemdall. Don't kill me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Heimdall. Okay, and getting into the good games. The good games. Okay, now keep in mind, I paid $70 for all you just saw, starting with the Nintendo games. Or excuse me, $80. $80 for all you just saw, including the Nintendo games, and then these games as well. Complete copy of StarCraft 2. Dungeon Explorer. BC Racers. Doom. Dark Savior. Looks like, I don't know what kind of game this is. It's got some really cool like gameplay in the back. Clockwork Knight 2. Panzer Dragoon. And when I say these are in really good shape, they are in like really good shape. Continuing on, Power Slave, and I believe starting with this one? Nope, starting with the next one, Power Slave. And then the rest of these actually have the little foam insert for the discs. Nope, I lied. I guess it's the next one. But once again, the condition on these are fantastic. And this one actually came with a map. If I can get it out without tearing everything up. And the manuals for these games are ridiculously huge. Let me get this map out. There we go. pretty decent sized map. And I mean, I don't know too much about these games. I'm still educating myself, like I said. But I'm just assuming that the maps are pretty difficult to come by. You know, I'm a huge Nintendo guy, and anything that came with a map, I know for the most part, it's pretty tough to find the games still with the map. Let me go ahead and put this back in here real quick. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Another thing I like about these games is they kind of give you the type of game it is right there. So that's pretty cool. Alright, continuing on. Got Shining the Holy Ark. And I believe these have, yes, these have the foam inserts that go on top of the disc. So Shining in the Holy Ark. Lunar the Silver Star. This one has the back art and the, you know, obviously the side art, but is missing the manual. But it is Shining Force 3. Shining Wisdom. Once again, in really good shape. And if you see a paper line in the inside the cases, those are just some pieces of paper I tore off, like regular computer paper. And I just looked up the prices just on price charting to kind of get a feel of what these are going for. Albert Odyssey, Legend of Eldeen. Dragon Force for the Sega Saturn. And this actually came with a backup RAM cartridge as well, which I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm assuming it increases the value. Hard to find, maybe. And the most valuable one was Pop Full Mail. Absolutely complete. And like, let me just go ahead and open this up. And that is the price that is on price charting, $125. You know, it might be less, it might be more. I don't know. Just trying to get an overall feel. It's got the foam insert. Let me just show you the disc. Like, the disc is in fantastic shape. I really have a hard time believing this guy really played these games. But he says he's had them for like at least 15, 20 years or something like that. So, anyways, that is the entire pickup. I paid $80 for all of those Sega games with a few of the NES games and SNES games. I paid $80 and I've calculated it's roughly worth about $1,500. So I am speechless on how excited I am to pick up all of that. Like I said, I'm not really huge into Sega. If you see something in here that you're looking to trade for, I do love Zelda stuff. I do love Nintendo stuff. Just if the offer is right, I'm definitely willing to trade most of this. I might not trade all of it, depending on if I actually start collecting for the Sega CD and the Sega Saturn. But anyways, sorry for the long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking to the end. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think the best game is that I picked up out of this entire video. What's your favorite game that I picked up out of this entire video? If you play Sega CDs or Sega Saturns, Let me know what your favorite game is on that system, because I might be getting into it. I haven't decided yet. And always thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all later. Peace.